Well, here it is, Pokemon Legends Z through A, and I got it in this less than desirable Nintendo Switch case. I don't know what's up with that, but I played a few hours of the game and I'm excited to give you my first impressions. Normally, I would take several hours or at least beat the game before I would consider really giving my impressions or even reviewing it. But in this case, two major things stuck out to me and I really wanted to share them. If I end up liking the game, I'm going to put several more hours into it, and of course I'm going to try to fill up my Pokedex and catch all the Pokemon that are out there, but for now I wanted to share my initial thoughts. My first thought comes with graphic fidelity. If you've played Pokemon games in the past, you know that these games aren't necessarily known for looking like high quality games. Instead, we used to get Game Boy style graphics that slowly improved with each generation of Game Boy. Of course, eventually we moved into the Switch and we got Pokemon Sword and Shield. That game looked alright to me. I really didn't mind the graphics, and honestly, I thought it was kind of an upgrade. Pokemon Legends Arceus, or is it Arceus? Legends Arceus? I don't know. But the game came out and I had some thoughts about the way it looked. I thought it looked fine. It wasn't really an upgrade. Didn't look bad. But of course, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out and let's be honest, this game looked like trash. After a couple years, eventually they did make a major patch. Of course, it was on the Nintendo Switch, but overall the graphics in that game drove me and everyone else nuts, and I almost didn't finish playing the game because it looked so bad. However, when I started this game, I immediately noticed a major upgrade in graphic fidelity. The gameplay starts with some good-looking cutscenes, and honestly, I was kind of surprised. All the graphics aren't amazing, and I've noticed as that I've gone into the game a little bit more, there's some work to do to be caught up on the current generation of gaming. But wow, this is honestly an improvement, and I'm pretty surprised at what I'm seeing so far. So starting the game, it felt more like a regular Pokemon game than that of the first Legends game. While you don't play as a kid going to school or anything like that, you play as a girl going to a new city to start a new life. Here, you meet a friend, Tawny, like every other Pokemon game, who becomes your friend and battle partner. She gets you into a new Pokemon to start with. Of course, you choose from 3. Of course, I chose Totodile because I'm not a savage. And then she brings you to a hotel, Hotel Z, where you find somewhere to stay for the night. But this leads me to the second point of this game. And this surprised me because the battle system looks really different here. Overall, the last several games, we've kind of started to see some changes to Pokemon and what you do with catching the Pokemon, especially with Pokemon Legends, the first one. Honestly, when I heard of the original changes to that first game, I was a little skeptical. However, in the end, I actually liked it quite a bit. This time around, however, it's not just catching, but it's battling that feels different. Instead of a normal, simple turn-based battle, the battle seems alive. And it seems that there's a clock on the battle, at least in the sense that the opponent can make more moves than you in a certain amount of time. Let's be honest, when would I ever use the move Leer before now? Well, in this case, I might actually use it because my other moves are on cooldown. So you use a move, it attacks the other Pokemon, and it's on cooldown. You can use your second or third move, and eventually they're either all on cooldown or you go to the next move. Now, I haven't done a ton of battling, but so far it feels fun and, dare I say, refreshing. I just entered the first wild area of the game, and I'm starting to catch and battle my first Pokemon, and it's kind of exciting. Now, there is a chance that the graphics and battling system could fail, but who knows what will happen in the future. But for now, I'm actually enjoying this, and I'm cautiously optimistic. Thanks for watching my first impressions review of Pokemon Legends ZA. Or is it Z through A? I don't know, I'm just gonna call it Legends ZA from now on. Thanks.